Hello,
Namaste.
hope you all are doing well in this difficult time.
We miss you all having here with us.
Behalf of Sangam family, we would like to wish you a very
Happy World Thinking Day.
to all our Welsh members.
Namaste.
Thank you to everyone who has joined our Travelling Together event to celebrate World Thinking Day 2021. To round up our World Centre adventure stories, we chat to Liz Matthews, a Girlguiding Cymru leader and trainer from Breconshire, about her experience visiting Sangam. Enjoy!
Say that I'm a brownie and rainbow leader, and these were my girls, and I thought it would be really good if I went to Sangam and connected them with girls in another country as well as doing anything else. So I went to Sangam website and I searched through it and I thought I could do this. I could go and volunteer and work as a Tara. And Tara means star. And they are members of Girlguiding from all over the world that go and volunteer for different lengths of time to help with community projects. Sangam is very involved permanently with a range of projects within the communities in Pune. So I applied to go, and I had to get all sorts of people to sign bits of paper to say that I was relevant. And well, hey, I was allowed and I was accepted to go. So this is a particular memory for me because I worked for the Green Taro Foundation, which is a foundation run by the lady in the middle of that photo in the purpley pink sari. And it's a project that goes into what we would call slum areas, but they call communities. And they take girls out of their homes and collect them to a centre point. So where I worked doubled up as a community hall, but it was also a Buddhist worship place. And the girls come in there and they get educated really about how to look after themselves, about periods, because they're not told about that, about how to keep themselves healthy, about their rights, and the fact that they don't have to get married just because they're told to. And she takes them to banks and lets them set up a bank account. And she takes them to the police station and tells them that this isn't a place to be afraid of, because they're brought up in this environment where they're very much the very bottom of the pile, these young girls. And, you know, if their brothers can go to school and there's washing to be done at home, then they go do the washing. They don't go out to school. So it's making sure that they get all the information they need to be able to live independent lives without being reliant on men, basically. So with this particular trip, in 2016, which is these photos, this was to celebrate Sangam's 50th birthday. And they had 2 weeks in October, which were going to be the same thing, but it was going to be a big party, basically, for those 2 weeks. And so they had one group coming in for 1 week and another group for the other week. And you had to submit your request. You want to say, I would like to come to your birthday celebrations. So Sue and I, Sue, as I said, living in Sydney and me living in South Wales, decided that we'd both like to go. So we put our submissions in and we both got accepted. But then they had a draw, I suppose, to see where everybody slept, because in Sangam there are rooms with only 2 or 4 people in, and they've got facilities close by and air conditioning and everything. And then there are other rooms where they're more like dormitories with 6 or 7 in, and they don't have air conditioning. And then I think there were people camping as well. So Sue and I both sent in and said that we'd like to go in an air conditioned room because we're both really old and we need to be in. And then they had a live draw, which we both tuned into from different ends of the world, tuned into this live draw in India. And way, we got an air conditioned room all to ourselves. This picture here is a picture of all the people from Girlguiding UK that were present the same week as we were. Now, some of them are there as volunteers. So the ones in the purple and gold saris, they're volunteers who were working there while we were there. And the purple and gold was their celebration sari. You asked me what it was like to go to Sangam. So when I went to Sangam, I walked through those doors and I felt as though I was coming home. And this was my room, and they all have a sign on that says "Welcome, Liz." And as Tare, we lived in the main house where all the arches are, and we became part of that family then. So you're already part of the guiding family, but you become part of the Sangam family for the length of time that you're there. Okay, so this is my Sangam family while I was living there in 2013. So the picture of the ladies in the pinky purple saris are all the ladies, the Sangam staff then. And then the picture of the others, all peculiarly, are the girls who were there as Tares. And I think I say on a slide somewhere, they ranged from 17 to 72. So no one is ever too old to go. You can't go unless you're over 16. And the bottom slide, I think, is Jen, who was the centre manager when I was there, who was a wonderful person from Tasmania. The heart shape we did to support the guides in the Philippines because there was a big hurricane and flood there when we were in the Philippines. And we're guides from all around the world, quite literally all around the world, and yet we can all sing the same campfire songs, which is incredible, really is. And the main picture there is us at the welcome ceremony, because we've got I don't know what they're called, garlands. And those are all the ones that were volunteering and started at the same time as me. Yeah, my little saying now is, come on, Liz, you crossed the road in Delhi, you can do this. Yes, I sent my daughter the following year.
Oh.
Basically. So
Wow.
I went in 2013 as the Tare in October, November. And then my daughter, who was in university, they did a Tare scheme the year after that was in a month in July. So it's in her summer holidays. So she went out And in the Tare Lounge, there are stars painted with our names on. So it's really great that I'm up there and so is my daughter.
Thank you, Liz, for sharing your story. Many wonderful memories at Sangam for you and your daughter. I'm sure you'll agree it's been lovely to take a moment and listen to these wonderful experiences today. Thank you to everyone who has sent in your photos and helped contribute to this event. Next, we have our virtual campfire with Annette and Tam. Enjoy.